Hi everybody, it's Catherine or Mrs. Cronall, and I'm here today with a viewer's choice video. It is going to be all about dupes. I have been promising a dupes video since I started this channel, and yeah, I needed to do one. It's long overdue. So this is what I'm wearing on my nails. This is Cadillacquer. It's one of the Cadillacquers that I have worn this before, but I put it into the Cadillacquer's week of untried because I think I've only worn it once, and oh gosh, it's so beautiful. The formula on this is so lovely and glossy. Yeah, really like this. I did manage to dink this nail, but we'll ignore that. This is a beautiful polish. So that is Freyja by Cadillacquer. So let's move on to my dupes. So I'm going old school. Found a couple of wheels that had like a bit of blank space on it, so I'm going to use those wheels. I can't remember what these two polishes are, or these three polishes are, but I know this is Miss Lynn, if you're wondering what that is. That is Miss Lynn. But the other three, I can't remember. Now, there you go. That was the problem with wheels for me. I could never keep track of what was on them. At least with the sticks, I can now keep track of what's on them. So we are going to jump into kind of a summary dupes video. Let's start with mints. And for the mint section, I've picked these two. They are very close. I would say just to the eye, the Essence one is a little bit darker, and I think that's picking up on the camera as well. But we're going to swatch the two of them side by side. The mint one from Essence is called Play With My Mint, and the one from Sinful Colours is called Envious. So let's swatch this Essence mint over here. I'll put it right down here. I'm having a hard time getting colour wheels, I have colour wheels, then why don't you use them, Catherine? Yeah, I should pull out my colour wheels and use them. I'm having trouble getting the swatch wheels. This is such a beautiful formula. You could see there it went on in one coat. It will take 1 to 2 coats on the nail, but it's a really pretty formula. And if I hold it up to you guys, you can see there what it looks like. I probably went a little bit thick on that. And then the Sinful Colours, I have a feeling this is going to be way lighter, but let's have a look. Oh, they're actually way closer than I originally thought they would be. So this is actually a really good comparison to have. I would still say that the Sinful Colours is lighter, but they are very close. So if you can't get the Sinful Colours Envious, if you're having trouble with that, maybe you can get the Essence one, or vice versa. So that is Essence, and then we have Sinful Colours. I don't think I'm going to need to come back and do a second coat on them, but yeah, they look pretty good, but I will anyway. Alright, so by the way, if you're Clare does the best comparisons around, so I don't really tend to do many dupes because Clare does, but since I have some dupes in my collection, I will have a look at them. We have these two pinks. In the camera, they're not looking as similar as they do in person. They look super similar in the bottle. In fact, I can't even tell them apart in the bottle. I don't know if the camera seems to be putting this up a bit more red, this Essence one. This is from the Colour Boost collection, and this OPI one came out in the Alison Through the Looking Glass collection. This is Mad for Madness Sake from OPI, and this one is Instant Party from the Essence Colour Boost collection. This is a one coater, and the OPI one is also. So let's have a look at this. Really good formula on the Colour Boost collection, and this is one of those ones that really is just a complete one coater. It's just this gorgeous pink, kind of a magenta pink almost. Very pretty. So that's it in one coat, and let's have a look at OPI Mad for Madness Sake. And I have worn this in one coat, but I haven't worn it actually. I don't think I've worn it since I grew out my nails, so it may be needed in 2 coats. Looking at it now, it looks like I'd need 2 coats on a long nail, but you can definitely wear it in 1 coat on a short nail because I've done that. So just looking at it, definitely the Essence one, once they're swatched, is a bit deeper of a colour, and OPI is a bit brighter, as you can tell there. OPI is much more pink, and the Essence one is a much more kind of a redder pink or magenta coloured pink. So yeah, it looks very, very different in the viewfinder. They are much closer in person, but there is definitely a difference. And I'll come back with a second coat on the OPI one. Okay, we have another Sinful Colours and Essence dupe here, potential. I'm not sure. Looking at them now, this is way more of a pink toned orchid, and this is more of a purple toned orchid. This is called, from Sinful Colours, Dream On. So, Dream On. And this one from Essence is called Vibrant Purple. So, let's have a look at the Essence one first. Again, these gel line ones, if you've been following my collection, they are such an excellent formula. This one is much more of a crelly type formula, so it does need 2 coats. Again though, you might not be that fussy if you've 1 nail, and depending on your application. It all is personal, but I'd say 2 coats on that. And I'm guessing this Sinful Colours will be darker, so we'll just have a look at this. Very similar formula though. Actually, this is way more jelly-like, and it is more purple, so I don't think I have a dupe here, but I will definitely have to come back with another coat of that, and maybe need to shake up that Sinful Colours a little bit. But there they are together, and we'll come back to them on the second coat. Next up, I don't have Essence, believe it or not. This is a Wet n Wild. This is called, where is the name on this now? Grasping at Strawberries, and that's exactly what it is. It's like a whited out red colour, strawberry red colour. And this one from Sachet is called Playdate. And these are the types of reds that I really, really like. So we're going to have a look at them. I could do a whole video just on these kinds of reds, but I'm not sure would people find that a little bit repetitive, so you can let me know. So we're going to start off with the Sachet one first. And this is quite a jelly-like formula. Actually, this one might need a bit of a shake-up as well. But we'll see. It might be more of a crelly if I shake it up. I might get that jelly type of thing. Let's just try it very quickly, adding something there. Yeah, no, it is. It's very jelly-like, this one. So, yeah, we'll come back with a third coat on that, but it is very jelly-like. And we'll have a look at the Wet n Wild one now. Don't worry, it's paper underneath, I'm not ruining anything. The Wet n Wild is much more of a crelly. This isn't as translucent at all. And the Wet n Wild one seems to be pulling a little bit more of a pink than the Sachet. But again, I think this is one we're going to have to leave to judge on the second and third coat. Okay, the last 2 dupes I'm going to show you are ones that I said I would do. We have first Silver Hollows here. We've got the Indie. This is ILNP's Mega S. This is a very, very popular ILNP. It's beautiful, beautiful polish. Look at that hollow in there. However, these two high street brands, do hold their own in the hollow stakes here, I have to say. And I'm guessing these two are going to be closer dupes than the ILNP, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway. This one from H&M is called Space Race. Very beautiful hollow. And this one here is called We Will Spot You. I will declare that Space Race is my favourite of the three, but I have never done a dupe for these. I never done a little dupe test, so I am going to check it out for the first time now, so I might be wrong. This is almost a one coater, this Space Race. If you had short nails, I would say certainly a one coater. On my long nails, I need 2 coats. There it is, and it's just this beautiful, beautiful silver, and it's got very strong scattered holographic and linear holographic in there. If I show you the bottle up close, hopefully you can see that. Really, really pretty. And then next we have the Essence Out of Space Story one. This is a way more translucent base. This needs to be built up, but because it is that bit more translucent, you could probably use this as a topper. Actually, I haven't really tried, but maybe you could use this as a topper, perhaps. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is We Will Spot You. It's very, very close. If you can't get Space Race in you'll see at the end, they're very, very close. It's just Space Race has that beautiful opacity on the first coat, so I'm not going to be adding a second coat to Space Race, but I will add a second and maybe third coat to the ILNP and Essence brands. So here is ILNP. This definitely needs to be built up. This you can use as a topper. It's designed to be used as a topper as well as a full coverage. So here it is. So you can see of the three, this ILNP is definitely the more translucent of the three. So it also has though that beautiful, look at that, the hollow. It's just gorgeous, really, really pretty. Okay, so the last two that I'm going to look at, I thought I had a third dupe, Moscow Night from Manhattan, but it really isn't, so I'm not including it here. These are definitely dupes, and I discovered that by accident in a video way back at the beginning of this channel. Don't go look at them because they're not very good videos. But anyway, you can see they have the very same purple tone, very same gold shimmer. This is a Swiss brand. You can get it at Import Perfumery, I think. This is Eye Catcher, and it is by Luana. And this one is the beautiful Sansa, and it is by Zoya. So I'm going to show you right now. Both of them are dupes. And so far, these are the best dupes I've ever seen in my collection. I have a couple maybe coming up in autumn, but I don't think anything is as close on this. I was going to save this to the autumn, but I've been promising it for ages. And also, you know, Game of Thrones and everything this summer, have to include it here. And that's it on the first coat. That's Sansa. And then we'll take the Luana polish. And the Luana polish might be a touch more red, but honestly, once you build them up, you don't notice. Might be a touch more red, but for me, these are the closest. See, when they build up, as soon as I put my hand in behind, you can see that they're practically the same polish. So I'm going to apply second and third coats where needed, and I will come back to you with an update. So guys and girls, we are back with the results. Let me just fix this light. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we started off with the minted versions. I haven't added a second coat to play with my mint from Essence, and this other one was the Sinful Colors Envious. I have added a second coat to that, So you can see there that the Envious, this one right here, is a little more whited out than the Essence one. But they are very, very close. But I wouldn't really call them a dupe as such. Then here we had the Essence Instant Party from the Colour Boost range, and with that I compared it to Mad for Madness Steak by OPI, and this, oh, I just smudged my bottom swatches, you'll see that in a second. Anyway, I would say the OPI is much brighter colour and much glossier colour, glossier formula. Yeah, so they're not dupes, but very, very pretty in their own ways. Then we had the Vibrant Purple from Essence, this one right here, and beside that we had the Dream On from Sinful Colours, both beautiful, but Sinful Colours is slightly brighter and a bit more purple, and the Essence one is a little bit pinker in tone. Next up we have the two reds. This is Sachet's Playdate, and then we had the Grasping at Strawberries. So I would say they are very, very close, but Grasping at Strawberries is a little bit more whited out. What do you guys reckon? I think this is a bit more whited out and this is a bit more red. This took 3, this took 2 coats. Okay, and then the ones that I was most interested in kind of trying out are these silver holographics. So we have 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats. Okay, so let's have a look at them. The 1 coat is Essence, or sorry, is H&M Space Race. Look at the hollow on that in 1 coat. It's a much more metallic silver finish than the other 2 as well. It's a beautiful polish. I can see why it's always sold out. If it ever comes back, I'm definitely going to nab a couple. And the one beside it is the Out of Space Stories We Will Spot You. This takes 2 coats here, but I think you'll need to build it up to 3. But yeah, it's close to Space Race, but obviously it doesn't have that metallic finish. And then finally, on 3 coats, which I also dinked, is this ILMP Mega S. And yeah, it's very, very pretty, but for 3 coats, I don't know if the hollow, I mean the hollow is amazing, but I love the hollow on the H&M. It's very unusual. It moves in like stripes, almost like very bold stripes, because it's in 1 coat. So it's that linear is very striking and just very, very different movement on the linear holographic there. And then the final 2, and the 2 that I will definitely be calling dupes, as you can see here, they are dupes, and to the eye they are dupes. And if I let the light shine through, even though the Luana polish may be a little bit redder, this is the Luana one, I think in reality they are very, very close dupes. It's very difficult to pick out the difference. So this is Sansa, this is Luana, and they're both there in 2 coats. So this is what I would call a dupe. Alright, so you might disagree with me on that. Let me know in the comments. If you like this kind of video, make sure to check out Clare's videos. She does these all of the time, but I think I would like to do another one maybe in the autumn. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. Okay guys and girls, I'll talk to you all again soon. Take care. Bye.